we brought everyone here today because we're here to say everyone's having a great hair day except me.
Tess,
I was
don't
saying,
do that to yourself.
no,
Don't put yourself down to lift us up.
I wasn't. No,
We're
I
all killing it.
legitimately. Well, I legitimately because you guys, a couple of you have bangs. You know, like if you don't do your
Yeah.
bangs, that's your day. It's just a no. Your bangs.
Jackie, you're in this. You're in
It's
this,
why
by the
I'm
way.
terrified
You're in.
of bangs. Yeah, no,
Oh.
Have you ever done it?
Once, and it was horrible, and I hated it. And I have wavy hair, but it's not even curly, so it looks great like your curly hair. It's just kinky wavy to a point that they never settle. I always would have to do them, and I have to do them multiple times a day because I'm also a sweaty bitch. So I was like, how does everyone with bangs not always look disgusting?
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
The thing is we do. It's just that we're inside. That's why we hide inside more.
No, it does. It impacts your plans for the day. It impacts your like workout schedule. I mean, because like I also like I'm into hot yoga, and so I like to shower at hot yoga. I know.
The bangs enemy. It's hot yoga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just
and like
no.
you gotta shower there because you sweat your guts out. Like it's too much sweat for you to like.
Wait, so you're all showering at hot yoga? I've never showered like at a place that I worked out at.
Certainly not.
That's so vulnerable.
You could never sit on your car seats immediately after. You sweat so much.
Wow. This is yet another reason I'm not going.
This is what it sounds like when I'm getting undressed after hot yoga.
Oh,
I was going to say it's because of the sweat. That's why I'm not going to hot yoga, everybody. I don't want to sit on my car seats and get them sweaty, guys.
But then, you know, like showering in a locker room, you never have your right shit with you. You're like wearing flip-flops. You never have the right brush or the right blow dryer. Like it's always a shit show. What, I'm going to remember my round brush every time I go to yoga? No.
Yeah, I'm terrified. I still have trauma from middle school. Like I don't go into the locker rooms at the gym. I pretend like they don't exist. Oh yeah, I bring nothing but my person. Whatever, I bring my water bottle and I bring my keys. That's it. I'm like, I don't want anything superfluous. I don't want anybody looking at me. I'm terrified. I'm a forever fat person. I'm terrified of the gym. Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's like what the yoga pant pockets became. Oh, no, I never need to go in the bathroom because I have my phone and my keys on me now. I never need to. That's it. There's no reason.
No, I don't need to be perceived in any way. The less I can be perceived, the better. So, especially naked.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I'm the only one here who uses the gym locker room, but in my mind, I mean, this is what I'm affording everyone else in the locker room, and I hope I'm getting the same courtesy. Is like I don't look at anyone.
No, it's not even about that.
I don't know.
Yeah. No. It's more just like I have the places that I'm naked, and I'm not adding to that list.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm a very naked person.
I come from a clothed family, so I'm a very fairly clothed person all the time.
Yes.
And I need to I also shower multiple times a day because I'm insane. So you gotta be clean in my brain. If I'm not clean, I can't exist. You were just talking about your bangs. If I haven't just taken a shower, I'm like, who am I?
I'm with you there. Yeah. I mean, the drought, like whenever California's having a drought, it's really hard for me because I love a multiple day shower. Like that, it resets
almonds.
you mentally. Showered, yeah.
Get fucked. Taking these showers.
Yeah. I know Sean and I were talking last night about our favorite Seinfeld episodes, and I was like, I think one of the ones I relate to the most is where Kramer realizes he thinks the best in the shower.
Oh no, he tries to do everyththing. Yeah, he tries to live his whole life in the shower.
Yeah, I'm like that.
Right.
Yeah.
He like he installs a garbage disposal so he can make.
Yeah, that's my jam, man.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I'm into that. Whenever we get our chips inserted, I guess I could feel like I'm in water all the time.
Oh yeah, sure.
And like, can I just say, anytime, and it's not often, but whenever I'm staying in a place that has a shower that has a seat in it, is there anything like sitting in the shower?
Sitting in the shower, man.
Fucking rules. I love it. It feels very. I'm just like it's like I'm in a rainstorm. It just feels. It feels luxurious to me.
I've never sat in a shower.
Whoa.
Not under duress.
Oh,
just about
okay.
to say, it's so different than when you're so hungover that you can't stand in the shower because the water hurts.
Yeah, yeah,
Been
yeah.
there in a while, but like I remember.
I just like a little
thank
sit.
you.
Just like
Yeah.
sit up straight. Just like, man, this is nice. Do you need me
Yeah.
standing right now?
I see
Fuck
the
these
appeal.
legs.
Okay, let me ask you guys this, as people who are not naked people. How do you
Mhm.
feel about outdoor showers?
I
No,
like
I'm
an
not
outdoor.
outdoors.
I like it because if it's enclosed, yes. I don't like one that's just like out to the nature because I don't trust that. But if it's like an enclosed situation, I'm down for it.
So you only enclosed, meaning what? Only there's no ceiling?
No, yeah, four sides, open ceiling. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in. I have a very good memory of being on acid in an outdoor shower.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
On
Yes.
drugs, yeah, I can do almost anything.
right.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's all
a
possible
couple of
then.
dabs, yeah, I'll get anything done. But
All right, let's go to the gym on acid. Fuck yeah.
I
Here we
mean,
Oh God.
I remember when I first started dating my now husband, he wanted to go camping, and I didn't know how to tell him, like, I'm from Queens. Like, I don't. And I was like, yeah, that's so awesome. I'd love to go camping with you because, of course, in the beginning, and I was
Yeah.
trying to lie about the things that I'm willing to do, which
Yeah.
you shouldn't do. And I was in my 30s, and it was great that after this experience, my husband also told me he doesn't like camping either. And I was like, why couldn't you just have told me this beforehand?
yeah.
Because I was like there to do a bunch of drugs, but they didn't bring any water.
No.
Oh.
Oh God, that's the number one rule.
Amateur hour.
Especially if you're
Yikes.
doing a bunch of drugs,
That's
you're
what
going with
yeah.
other people. And I was like, I
Yeah.
expected you to at least have water.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, they didn't. So we had to go like trade drugs for water at other campsites that we would find.
That's kind of fun.
Oh, you don't need to
This
be
story has
bartering on
had like
drugs.
it's been such a roller coaster. I'm like, oh.
So it wasn't, I mean, we called it Kazooaloo because there was like a kazoo parade through the forest. So, like, don't worry, we were having a blast, but I had to be on a lot of acid to be able to enjoy that experience.
Yeah, it sounds like some guys planned this. It sounds like
I was the only woman.
Yeah, it sounds like some guys thought, oops, the water part.
Hey,
We need water.
You need women to remind you to stay alive. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. 3 hot dogs ain't gonna cut it for a weekend.
No. And I didn't know them well enough to ask those questions. So I didn't want to like, upset as a woman. I didn't want to be like, you guys are bringing water, right? You idiots. I didn't think I had to ask that. So
I remember we used to do like big group camping trips back in the day. And I remember one guy once brought just a box of granola bars.
What are you, a squirrel? Like, what do you think that's gonna do?
It was great. I do like that everyone like thinks they need to say they like camping though when they're like like courting someone. It's like, look, like I'm cool, I'm adventurous, I'm outdoorsy.
Well, I know that like my husband had listened to me for many years before we started dating, so he
a fan?
He was a fan. I know, man. Kind of crazy. He was a fan. He made it all the way up to husband.
You pulled a Taylor Swift.
I did pull it. I mean, he's not, he's no quarterback or running ball man or whatever, but
he did make you a bracelet.
Yes, and he's made a lot of things for me. He's very handy. He's a very like physically handy person, which I've only ever like fucked musicians and comedians before, so I didn't understand what that meant. It was like, you could fix it. Very surprising, but it is crazy how much you get it. Like, why do we, and is it just people pleasing when you are dating somebody that we are told to be like, you have to be everything or else they're going to leave you. Oh, they're just about to leave you. If you don't agree with them on absolutely everything, they're going to leave you. Can we just, why are we still doing these things? Like,
I think it's just insecurity. I think it's getting better, or I don't know. Who the fuck knows? But right, you're always just
I
trying to play that game.
I married somebody who I was friends with for several years before we started dating. So I was kind of in a lease to own situation.
Yes.
So I sort of knew the quirks of the vehicle before I signed the papers.
And you sign those papers. You know, every time you get those quirks, you're like, I signed the papers. I chose. Thank you. It does seem the youth are getting further away from the people pleasing, and it makes me very happy to see it. I talk to my 19-year-old niece about this stuff all the time, and she don't put up with shit.
Dude,
that's incredible.
The young girls, I love young girls right now. Like, they are really not fucking having it.
I love it.
And they will tell an old person to shut the fuck up, and have no problem with it.
I can't wait till a young person tells me to shut the fuck up. Frankly, it's going to be a great day in my life when I am told to fuck off by a child. I can't wait. That's going to be like, I've made it. Do I get a check from the government now? Is that what happens?
People get so scared of getting older. I can't fucking wait. What are you talking about? To be able to say whatever you want to say, whenever you want to say it, and nobody can really say anything towards you. Also, a good friend of mine said, every time I hear whiskey rocks in a glass, I think of my mother. And I was like, wow, that's such a move. And I don't know if I necessarily I don't really drink anymore, so that's not necessarily my bag, but it's like every time I hear a hog's leg getting sparked somewhere, you think of that, you see a joint getting lit, think of me. You know, that's what I would want.
That's powerful.
Right?
Yeah.
You know,
Pavlovian mother noises.
I think that's kind of what we ultimately end up getting remembered by, our good acts, I guess. But don't you feel like that's kind of how people get remembered is by their favorite vice or their favorite little treat? That's what gets left on their grave.
Right?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
What are yours? What are you guys known for?
Weed.
Yeah.
I think just
same. I mean, hot dogs for me. I also am always drinking iced coffee, but now I've started drinking decaf cold brew. Decaf cold brew.
Jackie, what the fuck?
I want to die. What the fuck? Man, I worked at a coffee shop for so long, and I was like, unless you're pregnant or else you are physically unable to, you should not have caffeine. You better be drinking fucking caffeinated coffee. And now look at me.
What happened?
Wow.
I feel like I have so many questions for you. Because
let's get into this.
Yeah, let's talk about when did this start?
About it.
Why? How are you choking it down? Why?
My doctor was like, either that or you're going on blood pressure medication. And everyone I know has told me, man, you really want to not be on blood pressure medication. It's really not that fun. And it's just so funny because I'm surrounded by male comedians that are all on high blood pressure medication. And they were all like, keep it off. You piss every 5 seconds. You don't want that.
No, we can't pee more.
Yeah. I can't be going to the bathroom more.
I'll be in a catheter situation.
Exactly.
You got to get shit done.
So I saw that my favorite cold brew makes decaf cold brew, and so now I mix. But also, you see the vat. This is a 64 ouncer of iced coffee that I always have on me. That is always filled. So and my doctor was like, you could drink less iced coffee, and I laughed for 7 minutes straight. I was like, yeah, and I could also jump off a bridge, but I'm not doing that. So I'm not going to drink less iced coffee because I am like the Diet Coke girlies. I am like, it is my emotional support iced coffee. I have to have it.
I'm in such a similar boat right now. For me, it's not high blood pressure. I have really, really bad bruxism that I've tried everything, which is grinding your teeth.
Oh no.
I've tried everything. I'm spending so much money, so much time, so much spiritual energy, and
but not the decaf.
You don't do calf. You could half calf it though. I like that. That's why I want to talk
to Jackie, because I feel I know.
I know.
But I haven't accepted Jesus into my heart.
I mean, I get it. That's very hard. Well, how long has it been, Jackie? Are you fully decaf or are you just a little bit?
I'm going mostly. This is literally my first week of doing it. And it is, I hit 6 hours and I'm like, what am I fiending for? Why do I feel so insane right now? And it's it's caffeine, but I'm not giving in. Tess, you can do this. If I say this to everyone, if I can quit smoking cigarettes and I can start drinking decaf cold brew, anyone can. I love smoking cigarettes more than anyone that exists. And
I just started smoking cigarettes again.
You got Tess. Hear me, feel me. I need you. Just take a little bit more. I understand, Tess. It's horrible. It sucks. I hate it.
Yeah, I don't know. At this point, yeah, it's like I don't know.
I mean, caffeine is such a part of my personality. Like, I think I'm a high energy extrovert, but I've been high on caffeine since I was 13. I don't know what my real personality is.
Bro, exactly. I talk about this with my friends. Like, my mom and I used to have coffee before she would drop me off to middle school. Like, and we'd have her coffee and we'd talk in the morning and like it's like people are like, oh my God, you're drinking coffee. But I wasn't like one of those millennials where I'm like, yeah, I'm drinking coffee. It's like, no, I was weirdly embarrassed because I was drinking coffee with my mom, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. My mom doesn't even drink coffee. I got it from my dad. And after they got divorced, my mom got me when I was in junior high. As a Christmas present, I got my own pot of coffee. And to this day, it's one of my favorite gifts anyone has ever gotten. Like,
I love that. Like a carafe?
Like a whole full, I was in junior high, the only person in the house. I had my own coffee maker.
In your room. Adorable.
I was in the kitchen, but yeah, I mean, I was the only one using it. And it was like so sweet of my mom.
So
to encourage that habit.
I mean, yeah, and
those molars.
Exactly. Like if we were on your gravesite, are we going to leave decaf coffee?
No,
you
better
not.
No.
Better not.
The real, no. Once you're dead, we go back to high test. Don't worry. For both of you, absolutely.
I always think of Little Miss Sunshine. If I make it that long, like, I mean, you may as well start doing hard drugs then, right?
Yeah.
Then
For sure.
All calf. I'm gonna be doing. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing if I make it to 80.
Acid.
You
know?
Oh yeah. That's why all the old people are saying such weird shit all the time.
Oh, I know you're gonna get wacky anyway. Have some fun.
Exactly. What can I cut this blood pressure medicine with? I need to know.
Exactly.
I can work something into this, right?
You guys know that the highest STD rates are in those like retirement villages, right?
Oh yeah.
And like someone like, ew, old people fuck. It's like, of course they do. We're old and we still fuck. Well, you think there's a point where you stop wanting to fuck?
No.
Also, they can't use their phones. They have so much more time than us. Of course,
it's like all they have time to do is get horny with each other. Come on.
Exactly.
You should feel alive.
Then you're watching Drew Carey on Price is Right, getting all steamed up.
Exactly. Banging out before your salsa class where you feel up the instructor because you can get away with whatever you want.
Hell yeah.
And you're like, oh, she's just a doddering old woman. I'm like, yeah, I'm doddering, you know?
Yeah, I've lost my mind. Dementia like a fox.
Yes. I can't wait. I have been struggling though with the whole like, do you go? I've always said that as I get older, that was like, I want all the plastic surgery. I want to be tight. Yeah. I'll pay for anything. And now that I'm getting there, I like did Botox last year, and I did look like the Joker. And and so many people look so hot getting these things done. Then I'm like, do I just not have a face to do these things? Like, I don't know. Do we use our faces too much to make them so tight? But then I watch Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and I'm like, if I could just look like I have a mask on all the time, that would be awesome.
Right. You're deeply emotive and also beautiful, by the way. You have such you have such a fun, emotive face, though. Yeah, I'd hate to lose it.
I have so many thoughts on this, Jackie. Number one, I can like your forehead looks so snatched.
So that's just the filter on the Zoom.
It looks so fucking good. Number two, what I'll take from that, as someone who you and I, girl, I'm such a Botox enthusiast, apologist, supporter, advocate.
Oh yeah.
You gotta find the right girl. The right girl. I will always be like, I do comedy. I need to be able to move my face, and they will get you just in that sweet spot where you wanna zhish, not a jeez.
Yeah.
You know, like
I know exactly what you mean, because that's my problem, Tess, is that I'm sitting in a chair and they're like, I mean, we could probably, I'm like, give me more. Yeah, you know what? If you think I could use more, give me more. Yeah, however much you think I need, you put it all everywhere. Oh, you think I need it here? Yeah, put it there. And then they were trying to tell me, I was like, what do you do for crepey neck? And they're like, okay, so we'll inject the Botox into your neck to fill out your neck so it's not as crepey. So I was like, wait a second. So you want to pump my neck full of Botox to make it thicker so my neck skin doesn't look as crepey? And I was like, hold the phone.
Thick neck.
I don't know if I need to be a thick neck bitch.
You don't need to be a thick neck bitch, and you need to know that like 90% of these people with needles are there to upsell you. Like it's hard. It's like a mechanic. Like it's hard to find someone who's going to who's going to listen. And another thing I say, you walk in there with your final number. Do never let
this is again. I can't go. I'm fine.
Thank you, Deb. Exactly. I caved so fast. I mean, she's like, yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. I need it.
No, you guys.
I need it.
I'm gonna need someone to come in with me.
Yeah, because they'll try to get you to make these decisions while your heart rate is up and you're in the chair and you're like this woman, this like beautiful woman named like Tiffany is like looking at your face and you're like, okay, Tiffany, if you think that my lips, you cannot listen to Tiffany in that moment.
Never listen to Tiffany.
And you tell Tiffany, I am not going to spend more than $300 today. Distribute that as you will.
Wow, that is a strength that I don't have, and if you go with me and Babs, that would be great. If you
we group out.
I would be happy to.
I got this. I'm really good at timeshare presentations and saying no, and it feels like this is one for your face.
This is absolutely.
Yeah. I love to say no to these people. So
yeah,
I'm in. Consider it done.
I don't know.
We'll all go.
I'll be the cooler in the back.
Yeah. I've gotten Botox like at an actual nurse's office, and they will let you go with friends. I've gotten like group Botox before.
I'm sure. Yeah.
There's
people. They do Botox parties and stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything, but I'm like, I would probably like to someday. I'm just like not thinking about it yet. But I know people say it's like supposed to be preventative, and I'm like, well, whatever. I can't afford it to be preventative, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
Also,
we'll see. We'll see. Exactly. Yeah. Not too worried about it now.
With the bangs.
I just don't want the same face. The same face situation does make me sad.
It bumps me out. I think that's filler though. That's filler, not Botox. Is the problem?
It's filler. I'm not talking about Botox. I'm just talking about in general.
Yeah. So right though.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, men don't know the difference between Botox and filler. So most straight men think that Botox is filler.
Correct.
Right. It's just all the same. Yeah.
It's all the same.
Yeah.
It is really crazy because I'm newly entering into the world of watching The Real Housewives. Yeah, 20 years late.
Salt Lake,
so I already swallowed all of Salt Lake City, but a good friend of mine is the queen of Bravo. So she was like, all right, then she's like, go into
she gave you a direction.
Yes. Beverly Hills. Like, go into New York. I went to New York.
Okay.
So
okay.
And so she talked to me weeks later and she's like, where'd you start? Like season 4. And I was like, episode 1. What are you talking about? I started
They had the backstory.
So insane to go from watching SLC, which is a current Real Housewives, back to, I think it was like 2008 was the first Real Housewives of New York. And
it's like vintage.
Yeah, really though.
Wow.
Seeing the difference of what beauty standards were 18 years ago and how drastically different they are. Because then you're seeing Ramona and she's like, they're all tight. They're all keeping it tight, but they're not like, they're kind of like filler, anti-plastic surgery, and like they don't want to look cartoonish. They want to look good, but look in. And now the cartoonish, big, bombastic, like big eyes, big cheeks, big lips are in, and I'm so seduced by it.
That's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite things about watching like Love Island or something where everyone on the show has a lot of plastic surgery. Is at first I'm like, what the fuck is happening? But then I get used to their faces, and then I'm like, oh, okay, like.
And then you look in the mirror and you're like, what's wrong with me? I'm a haggard witch. Put me back into the forest.
I want like a reality show where I'm not calling myself ugly, but whatever, where it's just called One Uggo and you just have one normal person.
No, it's one character actor.
One character actor thrown into the mix. Where like they're not allowed to get rid of them, but you're just like there being like, what's up?
Yes.
All these parts to go to hot people now. How dare you?
Right?
No way.
Honestly, though, where are even the character actors are hot now?
I know.
Walton Goggins, everyone's like, but he's so ugly. How would you want to fuck him? What are you talking about? Are we looking at that same hot dude? Yeah. Right. Give me more Steve Buscemi's.
Yeah.
Give me more. It's like, I want more interesting looking. Honestly, the fact that it's so sad, the insane discourse through the Amy Lou Wood stuff on
God, I know.
Notice. What are you talking about? She's so smoking hot, and then you're just talking about her teeth. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, and
which is crazy because they're cute as shit, and also who cares? She's fine. Like,
why am I blanking on the supermodel's name? Who's not Ilma McPherson? Who was there was a supermodel that her whole thing was having a gap in her teeth.
Gap, yes, I don't know, but I know who you're talking about.
Anyway, like in the 90s, like you know, Cindy Crawford made her beauty mark a thing. Like this is not a new thing to have a hot person have one like slightly outside the box hot thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Can we? Well, we have a game we wanted to play, but also can we just really quick talk shit about Katy Perry going to space, please?
Any time, any second of any day.
I would just really love to just talk. I mean,
where should we start?
Thank you for your service, first of all.
Yeah. Hold on one second.
Is that what we're saying?
Brigitte Bardot. I just want to get that name out there because somebody is screaming it at us. Okay, yes. No. Fuck Katy Perry. Fuck space.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, it literally had to be her. There is no other celebrity as cringe and tone deaf and asinine and universally reviled. It had to be her.
It did. It did.
She sang the entire time.
I know.
Sang "What a Wonderful World" the entire. I would have been like, "Shut up!
There were 2 actual astronauts on there who were doing experiments. It'd be like, can you shut the fuck up?
Shut up! Just shut up!
Can you shut the fuck up?
Quiet. And then Gayle King coming out and also talking about where she was just like, it's like crazy that everyone's like, before I went to space, I was like, why are people going to space? It's so expensive. And then I went to space and I realized like we should all be going to space. And she was like, do you know what Blue Origin is trying to do? Guys, they're trying to take all the trash on the Earth and dump it into outer space.
Yeah, fuck the sky.
Then why didn't Bezos go with them? Boom!
Hey, boom, 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 boom.
Dump him. Dump his ass.
Dump him. Shoot him out there.
Get rid of him.
I like
that would be a great heist where we pretend they're going on a trip and then leave them out there.
Never get them.
Gravity him, yeah.
Absolutely gravity him. Okay, here's the other thing too that you guys are making me realize. Okay, so has anyone else here been skydiving? Jackie, have you been skydiving?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No, that's a just you test. That's just you.
When you go skydiving, they make you sign a waiver that's obviously like, I realize I could die.
You're gonna die,
yeah. But another thing you have to sign off on is you have to sign off on that you acknowledge that what you're about to do has, I forget how they word it, but it's something like brings no benefit to society. Because
put that label on more shit, actually.
Honestly, like
I would just like to be reminded of most things in my life.
And you're a trash person for doing this. I just remember to sign a contract.
So you know.
Not for skydiving, I meant for other things.
Yeah. But like there is, I will say, like I got kind of hooked on it, and I know a lot of people do, because like there is something like mentally that happens to you when you're up there. Like it is like such a surreal experience to see yourself in context of the planet in that way, that you are like kind of deluded into thinking that like you just did something really important. It's real. Like you land and
that
you're
makes
like,
sense.
Other people don't get it. Like you're like, you do that. That's real. Yeah.
You got to go up there and feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind.
Yes. Oh my God, I just made that reference to them dumping the stuff in space. I was like, we loved it in American Beauty. Now we're just going to watch it when you're in space. Just go right by you. That is so funny, Brady. It's also ridiculous because if you watch the video, Katy Perry the entire time is looking at herself in the camera, not looking at the Earth from above, which is what she was there to do.
Promotes her tour. She promotes her fucking tour.
It's so crazy. Also, anybody defending her in the year 2025, like I'm shocked there are Katy Perry stans still, and I'm like, wait, people still
it's a woman's world.
I mean, here's the thing. I'll tell you this right now. If I don't like Katy Perry, nobody's gonna like Katy Perry.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, Tess likes every pop girly
apologist
same,
over
Tess.
here. Yeah.
I mean, this is same, hard same. And I have no patience for Katy Perry. And I don't know if you remember years ago, like I've been hating on her since she released the Stinky Shoes. I call them Stinky Shoes because she sold a line of smell flip-flops. So they were all scented. They were all fruit scented.
Oh, wow.
And I remember seeing them and in like a Dillard's or something. And I was like, what is this? And then you could smell. And I was like, oh, great. I would love for my shoes to smell like feet sweat and orange.
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks, Katy Perry.
Wow, that feels like something out of like 1985. But
yes.
How did that get released recently? That's insane.
Man.
Yeah.
You can feel how she was married to Russell Brand. Like,
yes,
you know what I mean?
yes.
You're like, I forgot about that. And then this reminded me, and I was like, oh, got it. Yeah, I forgot. And this is where I see how you guys connected. You're both trash.
Exactly. I mean, they actually are like a match made in fucking hell. And and every time I start to be like, you shouldn't come down so hard on Katy Perry, I'm like, you fucking worked with Dr. Luke after we all knew what his deal was, and then came out with your bullshit girl bossery bullshit.
Exactly.
Go fuck yourself.
Did you see the Kesha that Kesha posted because Wendy's tweeted like send her back about Katy Perry to send her back to space. So Kesha posted a picture of her drinking out of a Wendy's cup out of the camera, and I was like, slay, bitch.
Incredible.
Yes. That's hilarious.
Yes.
I love a sassy ad campaign. Oh man,
that does seem appealing about being famous in that way, is just like shading people slightly with, you know.
Yeah.
God, it would be my everything to do it on that public of a level too.
Yeah.
And no one's faulted Kesha. I love it. Usually in the discourse, it's like, we should be supporting women. We should be and you're right. We should be supporting each other.
Yeah.
But also fuck Katy Perry. And you're allowed to choose some of them that you don't support. And that's one I don't.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it is
100%.
Like, obviously, like I'm not the first one to point this out, but the optics of thinking that this was doing fuck all for anyone when women's rights and women's jobs are just being decimated left and right, it's just extraordinary.
Ridiculous.
They're like deleting women's bios off of the NASA website, and then Katy Perry is like, I'm an astronaut.
You mean a glamstronaut, Brandy? Oh, she's a glamstronaut.
I can't wait to see the merch that comes out from this. It's gonna be great.
Also, the problem is though, if you were given the opportunity, would you say yes to going to outer space?
Yes, clearly, 100%, 1000% immediately.
This is you know,
I don't know what does it involve, like, or how long were they up there? They were only up there for like 10
11
minutes, right?
Yeah, 11 minutes. I don't know that I would do it. I don't know that I'm in on that. I think because I feel like space is the same as the bottom of the ocean. I don't like being in a place that I can't survive of my own volition. Yeah, I don't like it.
I would be curious. I think my claustrophobia might be an issue. So
yeah. I think that I would be like, yeah, of course, obviously I would do that if given the opportunity. But then I just cut back to in my brain, we went to some spooky museum, and one of the options was you can walk through this dark tunnel that you have to crawl through to get to the other room. I think it was Zach Baggins. It was Zach Baggins' museum in Vegas. And that was too small and too scary for me to do. And then I think I'm gonna go to space. Yeah. What are you talking about? You're scared of walking through a dark tunnel that nothing is in to get to a different room, but you'll go to space. Okay, bitch.
Also, who else is in that pod with you? You know, we have just seen we can't control it.
Yeah, I do feel they should have let the other astronauts know there might have been singing before they agreed to this mission.
Yeah, that's like a Southwest flight times 1,000.
Yeah.
Can I repick my seat? Can I sit next to anybody else, please?
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like if I was gonna do it, I would have to do it. You'd have to do something funny, right? Like I probably try to put my ass on the
moon the moon.
Moon the moon.
Yeah. That's fun.
Funny. That's funny.
You gotta make it. You gotta make pull a joke or something.
Or it would be fun to ice another astronaut. Like you bring an ice and you bring it back and you ice them and you're like, gotta do it. They have to like try to get down on a knee while they're floating through the gravity.
It's a very pro ice podcast, actually.
Pro that ice.
Pro that ice. Pro that ice. Natty ice. Natty ice.
Specifically, not even
Smirnoff ice.
Water,
Whoa, I don't drink. I don't know.
Definitely also not pro natty ice. Definitely not.
Okay.
Not natty ice.
It's like actually the one beer I can't drink. But Smirnoff ice, they successfully iced me last year.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
It was honestly, I felt so loved.
Yeah.
When someone ices you,
they're thinking about you.
Exactly.
And they're thinking about ways to prank you in a fun, easy, not aggressive way. Because pranks really annoy the fuck out of me. But getting iced, like my friend Eddie will always, instance he will try to ice me. But the way he goes about trying to camouflage the ice makes
it's so beautiful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
He feels so loved that I was like, why are you going above and beyond to try and ice me still?
It's like like Nathan for you levels of like them trying to I mean, ours wasn't that much. We did it was the sleepover, right?
Yeah. Sleepover.
We did a 24 hours live stream sleepover like a year and a half ago.
How was it?
It was
really fun.
Blast.
We lost
it was
our
really
minds.
fun.
Yeah.
We did we did a chops challenge at 3 a.m. where we each had like bought several items for each other. It was crazy.
Is that when we gave it to you then? Or I can't remember when.
You gave it to
right
me
before that, I think.
So you had just bought that like cool piece that you have in your house. It's like a globe.
Yeah, it's like the globe with the bar inside of it.
You were like, Tess, there's something I need.
Yeah.
You were like, can you just grab I think there's like a tool I need in that globe. Would you mind just grabbing it? And I opened it and I immediately there was no ramping up. I just immediately started laughing so hard I almost fainted. Like I hit the
grab.
That's so funny.
It was great.
Did you guys do it completely sober? 24 hours?
I mean, pretty much.
We did have energy drink flights every 6 hours.
Whoa!
Because I don't think we could have drank. We would have fallen asleep. It was it had to be.
Yeah. So we bought a trash bag full of energy drinks from one of these man shops or whatever the fuck they're called, where you buy protein powder and pre-workout and shit. We bought legitimately a trash bag full of them, 20 of them or something. And we did flights of 4 or 5, in small glasses every 4 to 6 hours. It fucking ruled.
That kept us alive.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. I love it.
That. Oh man. I love long format streaming because you really do lose your
you get
mind.
Real wacky.
Yeah.
And especially when you're, I don't know if you've ever done it long periods of time by yourself, but when you're by yourself and then you're just like, who am I talking to? I know chat is going and I know you all exist, but do you exist? Do I exist? What, you really hit a point where you're like, am I always being watched too?
Yes.
I feel like you also hit that where it's you have to let that go through your system of just be like, there's not cameras through my house. Everything's fine.
We did have a moment where we're right before we launched, we're like, for the next 24 hours, everything is being seen.
You have to remember that.
Forget that. It was great.
And you do develop a very interesting relationship with the people in the chat. You're like, you guys get it.
Yeah.
You do.
You're the only people that get me.
And
you guys
honestly,
in this chat.
I don't want to say anything positive about Katy Perry, but I will say the one thing that I was into was when she did, I believe she streamed for an entire weekend when she had an album coming out, an album that I didn't even listen to, but I did check in on the live stream because she would have it up and just sleep. She would also but so she didn't have it oh, there's stuff going on. It would just be many hours of her sleeping through the night. And I was just I'm both impressed and also hate it at the same time.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It is.
But it doesn't undo every
No. No, you can have one thing in the pro column, but the list of cons, oh baby.
I'm still gonna dance to one or two of her songs, but
Is Rural on one of my running mixes? Yeah.
That's fine.
Well, that makes me feel like when sorting out sorting out recyclables makes me feel crazy because then I think of like them going up in the spaceship and burning like how many tons of fossil fuels. And I'm like, anyway, let me just sort my like recyclables.
I know.
Wash out this yogurt container so they can throw it on the moon.
Throw it away. Right.
Yeah.
I think millennial women especially feel this burden, right? Because like we are of the age of like Recyclosaurus Rex and like Captain Planet, and like our second grade teachers all told us to like cut the soda can things so the turtles.
The owl, baby.
Like,
yes.
And I did too. We all got the personal responsibility message, and then we're also like women, so we're hyper aware of like community and the world and like the impact people have, and like we see all these other people, so we're like, okay, you're behaving like garbage, I'll make that my responsibility. I personally also like all of my Catholic guilt has been transferred to the environment. So even though it's nonsensical, I'm like, there's a certain, like, I'm doing the rosary. It's like, this is how I pay my penance. Like,
yes. No, 100%. You will pick up 15 cigarette butts for taking the Lord's name in vain.
I mean, I hated every second of watching The Baldwins, the reality show with
I did not watch it.
Alec Baldwin, and I did watch all of it.
Good for you for watching it.
I was trying to do a whole thing for Page 7 of like, we're watching it so you guys don't have to, because I didn't want to give them the ratings. But one thing I did learn about it is that Alec Baldwin has OCD, and watching him and Hilaria just being like, don't pick up that trash, don't pick up that trash, don't pick up that trash, as he's walking on the beach because of his OCD, as he goes on the beach, he's like picking up the trash. He can't stop himself. He's just picking up the trash as he goes. And I was just like, I see you, Alec Baldwin. I understand. I completely, because I am that bitch at the beach that's like, I don't need to go in the water. I'll just be picking up these things that I find and I'll bring them to it. And I think it's just because I lived in Florida for 10 years that I have like a connection, even though I hate the beach, I hate the water, I'm terrified of all of it, but I will clean the sand.
Yes. Well, you don't want to be at the same around with a bunch of garbage around you either.
No,
I don't want to look at it.
Relax looking at garbage. Exactly.
I don't know how people litter, because like maybe every like 3 years I'll be like, can I drop this can on the ground and walk a block away from it? And then I'll try, and then I'll be like, I want to die. And then I have to go back, and then I pick up 20 different things around it because I just literally physically cannot do it.
I remember, do you guys remember that scene in Mad Men where they like have a picnic and then they just like literally, and I guess that was such a thing back then. People would just leave their shit everywhere. Like there was not, it was not a thing to pick up after yourself.
People still do it. They do it at fucking
of course
after the 4th of July, they have like a huge community cleanup every year because people just leave their trash in the fucking lake. The most beautiful lake in the whole goddamn country. It's like, what the fuck is the matter with you? It's crazy.
What's wrong with everybody? You know,
I've road raged people for throwing stuff out of their cars before. It's like,
that drives me nuts.
Fully have driven up and been like, trash, throw it out, trash, and just
I love that.
Oh my gosh, you guys,
take it. Please take it.
I almost left a note on a shitty park. I almost left a note yesterday on a shitty park.
Ooh, isn't it? This is what aging is all about.
I know. I don't know if I've ever done it before, but he like fully was like half into another spot. But there was a woman next to it. There was a woman like in her car, like on her phone. It just she would see me do it, and I was like, I'm not gonna do it. But I wrote that I was coming from an open mic, so I had like a pad of paper, and I wrote quote, I park like an asshole, and then like the owner of this car, like. And I was like really excited about it, but then I didn't put it on there because this lady was there.
Keep that paper handy. Unfortunately, you'll you'll use it again soon.
But so many things though. This is the problem.
Yeah.
Even earlier, I was at a Costco and I had to park really, really far away, and I always bring the shopping cart back. I always bring, and I was like, I'm running late, so I put it up, and then I just looked at it, and then I went to go drive past it, and then I went back, took it all the way, and I was like, I couldn't do it, and I'm just like thinking of the poor. You know, they send the 15-year-olds out to because I was the young person that worked at Joann's Fabrics for a really long time.
Oh my God, Joanne, R.I.P.
Joanne stand in the house.
No, Joanne is done.
I know.
Are they all the way done? Because I know they made the announcement. It's
no, they're done.
No, they're done.
They have nothing.
It's so sad. I think it's closing like a week or something.
And this dumpster diver I follow was dumpster diving at a closed one already, so they're gone.
There's nothing. There's nothing. There's
so sad.
I went to like just get stuff, just to like buy. I was just gonna get as much, and everyone had already done that, and that was a month ago.
Oh
yeah.
No, this is like maybe an ignorant question, but where are we supposed to buy fabric now?
I don't know.
There's a lot. It's like an issue. It's an issue. Like we have we have access to stuff, but I was reading like a lot of people who a lot of people are fucked because like you can't buy fabric online. You have to feel it and see it.
No, like
it's not
you have to,
something. Yeah. So a lot of
really
and people are like don't want to shop at Hobby Lobby, and so it's just
I'll never walk into a Hobby Lobby.
No, I'll say this: I've never, and like this is like a little bit easy because I don't eat meat, but I've never been in a Hobby Lobby or a Chick-fil-A.
Oh,
it's good for you.
I did. Well, I did buy a pumpkin at Hobby Lobby once.
One pumpkin.
I had a decorative pumpkin, and they were like, "Where did you get that from?" I'm like, somewhere."
I don't know where I got it.
Tell us for a while. Yeah, Babs went through a pumpkin hoarding phase.
There's some pumpkins in my closet.
Whoa, it's better than skeletons.
Hey! Okay, let's do a lady problem.
Let's do it.
Advice.
We're obviously set up to give advice to people.
Hey, if you have lady problems, you can email us at ladytoladycomedy@gmail.com or give us a call at 3236-BUT-30.
But it really is an actual huge problem. My mom's a quilt teacher, like she teaches quilting, so it's like this is actually not that she bought her fabrics at Joann's, but she would buy like her other things. Like
they had so much stuff there.
All the selling stuff there.
She lives in a podunk town in Florida, so it's not like there's a bunch of other and so she usually buys her fabric off of Etsy, and she's made a lot of friends through Etsy that like sell good stuff, but like she is very familiar with the blends and everything, so she knows how everything feels. But like my husband's been taking sewing classes, and he's just like, where am I supposed to go for my stuff? And I was like, I don't know, babe, you have to get it all on. And he's like, he had to order Wonder Under on Amazon. And he's like, he's like, I hate that. I don't want that.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's like losing Party City and Joann's like so close after each other is like a real
hurts.
Yeah, it really makes you face your mortality as a millennial.
We were screaming about this because like the thing is that the 90s told us that everything's big box stores. Everything's big box stores. So they got rid of like Jeff and I've been getting into stained glass, and we've been learning stained glass, which is a very niche hobby. And we found a stained glass place in the valley because we live out in the valley, and he was like, there used to be 18 stained glass shops in Los Angeles, and he's like, now it's me and one other person in Long Beach. That's it. That's the only thing. And like stained glass is just a dying art anyway, but it's like, where do you go? So big box stores already killed off all the small independent quilt stores. My mom used to have a quilt store. Like it's like that all of it's gone. So people are like, well, you should be shopping small anyway. You're right, but where do you go?
You fucking killed those places.
Yeah. Exactly. Right. You haven't made it friendly for business. Ugh.
Hi, this is a lady problem. I feel like I'm sort of clueless about buying tickets, probably because of the pandemic, and also I'm a mom of 9-year-old twins. But I've been trying to buy Beyoncé tickets for literally weeks, and I don't understand why it keeps airing out every single time. I know Tess successfully bought tickets, so I was like hoping you guys had some insight on this. Am I completely missing something? I really don't know. Would love to know if you have any tips. I really want to see Beyonce. She's coming to Chicago in May, so this is like starting to become an urgent situation. Please help if you can. Thank you so much.
This is a great, wow. This is we've never gotten a lady problem like this. I love this.
This is like the kind of problems I'm used to getting from my parents, where it's like, hi, Teresa, the button isn't working. It's not on.
I clicked it. I did click it. I did. And then they didn't click it.
No.
Well, I will say I got my Beyonce tickets because I have a friend who was very on top of it, and we're I assume you're in the Bayhive, listener.
That's like the official fan club.
Yeah,
right?
oh yeah.
That's the official fan club. So, you get the emails when tickets are going on sale. So we got that email, and then my friend Amber got the tickets. So I can't speak to the exact.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, I know it was a process because she got them like when they went on sale, which is its own thing. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what you're looking at. If you're looking at the official ticket thing, the thing is, there's a lot of resale sites, and a lot of them are legit. So if you just find a ticket from a legit resale site, I would say, if for some reason you're timing out with Ticketmaster, whoever it is that's selling it. There's a few other ones that have like verified ticket sales and make sure that you're going to one of the legit ones. I'm trying to see, where did she say she lives?
Chicago. Are we doing this? Yeah, we'll figure this out for you right now.
I'm just looking. StubHub. I was just trying to think of the name. StubHub. StubHub's a legit ticket resale site. So you can go on there and see if they have some, and you probably find it, or you can also I wouldn't go like to Craigslist or something like this, because obviously you could get screwed over. So I would only buy it through like a verified resale place or the original one.
There are still tickets in Chicago available on Ticketmaster too.
But she's saying that it's timing out when she tries to buy them. Well, I mean, that's something we can't solve. Yeah, you have to contact Ticketmaster or something.
Yeah,
call Spectrum. Yeah, get your internet bumped up for 1 month.
These tickets aren't that bad here.
Yeah, no, they've gone, because Beyonce did the flexible pricing thing, which means that like people that bought them early actually paid more. So you should be able to get a better deal than I did.
Yeah, they don't look like super unreasonable, so that's nice. Yeah, I mean, on the Ticketmaster site, there are some left. So I think just contact them for, or have a friend, or do it on a different computer. Maybe there's a firewall thing with your computer.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, do it on your friends. Yeah. Try it on a different computer or something. It might just be like a weird issue.
Or like
with
a
your
VPN
stuff.
even. Like if you could do something like that. I know a lot of people have a lot of happinesses. I can't think of the word. Success.
Success.
VPNs.
This is the decaf talking. It's the decaf.
Thank you. And yes. It's not me. It's the decaf.
No, it's fully the decaf.
And here's this is my little old lady, whatever, coupon thing. I don't know if you guys have Rakuten. Do you have the cashback thing?
No.
Oh, I get the pop-ups. I get the Rakuten. I get the honey. I get the city
cards. Do you not use
them?
They
all pop up at me. No, I use them.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What's the Rakuten?
So it gives you cash back on certain websites. So like I have the plugin installed. I'm looking at this right now, and you'll get up to 3% cash back on this. So could be 1 to 3, but that's also like a lot when you're spending a few $100. So make sure you have that installed, and you'll get a few dollars back.
Like, I just want to give you a word of encouragement. Like, don't give up. You deserve this. You're mothering 9-year-old twins. Like, there's a fucking will and there's a way, and your ass is going to be at the Beyonce show because you deserve this.
And if you have maybe you have a friend, whoever you're going with, or they make them do it too, or something. If for some reason it's not working for you,
play up the twins.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you are going. If you need to call me and we can do it over the phone, I'll fucking do it. We are going to the show.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna make this happen. Also, like, man, Ticketmaster falls into a similar. I would love it to go.
Ticketmaster is Katy Perry.
Yes, it is Katy Perry. It's a Katy Perry websites for sure. Yes. I would like it to go the way of a Joanne's and a Party City. I hate Ticketmaster.
It should go away for sure. I saw like a breakdown recently of a band like kind of just going over all their expenses and stuff and how much they actually get at the end, and it was insane how much money that these Ticketmaster. Yeah, it's
killing it. It's really
and bad. I also don't really understand how the Ticketmaster problem got to where it is. Like, why was it ever so hard for venues to just sell tickets directly? I guess I really don't understand like how this.
I can't remember what. Yeah, I don't know why. It's just how monopolies work in general, but I don't know how they worked here.
They were trying to make it easier for everybody else, but they just created a monopoly and just started making all the money instead. Which I mean, I guess if you have the opportunity, you take it. But I will say, I have no advice for this person because I was just going through this for Lady Gaga tickets that are also now there. It's like everyone has already bought them. They're all being resold, which is great. and you can get a ticket for $1,400. And it's like I'm loving this album so much.
So good. It's so fucking
good.
Bitch, also, Mother is mothering. I mean,
bro,
her Coachella. Our friend went to Coachella, so she was kind of like sending us some stuff, and then so now my algorithm's just feeding me her performance, and it's fucking insane. Like the show she put on is amazing.
We have been waiting for Gaga to Gaga for a minute.
Yes.
She like fought her past eras in a chess game. Just amazing.
I love it. You're right, because it seems like the hell of her past eras in the opposite spectrum of what Taylor Swift just did. And I don't call myself a Swiftie, but I will listen to Taylor Swift music and I enjoy it. But I don't get into like the conspiracy theories. I don't like follow her. I can't give in.
The music is just really good.
I like it. And we like pop music. And so it's like, if you like pop music, you might like Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I understand if you hate her and you hate everything she does, but like, I do feel that Gaga looks like she murdered all of her past eras. And it's like a horror way.
I mean, this was the Gaga that we fell in love with on like Monster. It's like this is like subversive, arty, dark, gothic, disco nightmare princess shit.
Yes.
Yeah, it's amazing. But also like with tickets wise, I do think obviously Lady Gaga, it's going to be expensive, but if you wait, the closer you get to the show, the less tickets will be usually. So you can wait that out.
Also, honestly,
go ahead.
Even if you like aren't able to get them until day of, literally watch the sites day of.
People flake,
People flake, and then tickets just fuck it. I just need to get my money back. Like people last.
Yeah, no, like the scalpers are like, fuck, like I didn't sell them all.
Yeah.
It does happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And especially, I mean, if you're comfortable going to a show alone, you can really, I think, score like some deals.
Show.
That might not be as fun, especially for Beyonce.
Yeah, I mean, for Beyonce, obviously, you probably want to get your tickets before if you have kids and you're planning. But
it would have been a financially irresponsible decision. But when Madonna was here, I was like, could tonight, and like I almost dropped like $600 to just go sit third row alone at Madonna, and I was like, I would feel so Marie Antoinette. I have no money, but like I was like this.
But those moments are so hard when you like feel the pull. You literally feel it happening, like not that far from you, and you're like. By the way, this is not related, but somewhat related of a FOMO moment that I missed out on the other day. Fucking James Fritz texted me about going to karaoke Monday night, and I was like, no, I'm tired. I'm going to stay in. Who showed up at karaoke but Flava Flav? And he sang I Want It That Way by Backstreet Boys.
Oh my God. Pissed. I love Flavor Flav.
Yes.
I love him. Speaking of, he's the one of
number one
Swifties.
Yeah.
He loves Taylor Swift.
Send his ass to space. I would support.
Yes. I would watch Flavor Flav in space.
Yes.
In fact, Mr. NBC, Mr. Bravo, make it happen.
What are we doing?
Yeah. To get the gravity off that clock around his neck. He's an old man at this point. I'd like to just give him a break for a second.
Exactly.
And we rewatched Flavor of Love not that long ago.
So good.
And it's just so funny. He's like, I'm going to call you Legs because you got legs. And it's just the way that he names everybody on Flavor of Love still. People are like, they shouldn't use women as objects. I'm like, oh, come on. They signed up to be objects on that show. It was a different time. Like, sometimes you call them legs because they got legs. Yeah, maybe that means that he's just looking at them like they're just, meat bags, but that's fine.
It's a good, I feel like he's a good guy overall.
Like that period in reality TV to me is just like such a special moment in culture because it was lawless. I mean, we were in the Wild West. Like that was so fun. It was before there were no think pieces, there was no Twitter, there was nothing. It was just there were no ethics. It was like humanity at its worst, and we were broadcasting it. And like the smartest minds in storytelling had all just been like shut out because of the writers' strike. So you just had all these like, I mean, it's also why Donald Trump is president right now, unfortunately. But sorry to get dark.
This is the good side to celebrity, though. It is.
Yeah.
In a different timeline, Flava Flav is president.
Exactly. And also people weren't doing it just because they were trying to become influencers. Like they weren't like, oh, I could be a GIF or whatever. It was they didn't have that awareness of like what it could do for them. So I think it was a lot more like real, shit going on. I will say I heard that New York is going to be on Traders. Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm ready for that.
Yes.
Also, and you will be introduced to Mary Cosby, who is on The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, if you guys have not watched it. And that is the woman that married her grandfather.
Babs and I watched Salt Lake. Yeah. Wait,
Mary Cosby is the one that married her grandfather.
Oh, I thought for a second, I thought you said the grandfather was going to be on Traders, and I almost died.
I wish. I want to hear more
from Mary Cosby's going to be on Traders? Oh, God.
The next season of Traders.
She's out of her mind. I'm very excited.
And she's insane.
Yeah.
No, I'm from Salt Lake City. So so every time I go there, I'm like, by the way, they're not visiting the same Salt Lake I am. I don't know where the fuck they're going anytime. But
how much soda are they drinking on that show?
A lot.
Actually, there's
okay.
That show makes me crave soda. That and The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Those shows I also have watched all 17 seasons of Sister Wives. I have a weird, we'll talk about, I'll love to talk about SLC at any time.
Yeah.
But it makes me want to drink soda. And I'm an iced coffee girl, but it makes me want soda.
You know what? I haven't been to one of those dirty soda things. I'm going back home this weekend, so maybe I'll finally.
Dude, you gotta go. For us, please go.
For the people.
I want to go so badly.
Have you guys seen the video Lisa Barlow did where she shows you like how she prepares a Diet Coke?
No.
It will make you want a Diet Coke just listening to this woman like describe how like there's ASMR and like her opening it and like her nails and just like the fizziness. I mean, I'm a red girl. I like full sugar, but like this makes me want a DC so bad.
Oh, does she pour from a can or from a bottle or from a 2 liter or like what is her individual can? Okay.
And it's like she has a certain number of ice cubes she uses, and it's like you go this much, you let the foam stop. I mean, and she makes it look so good.
They talk about how crispy the Diet Coke is, and I'm like, I want a crispy Diet Coke. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. A Diet Coke, like when it hits different than anything else, that's for sure.
Any of you guys Diet Coke girlies? We have Diet.
I'm Coke Zero. I'm Coke Zero now. I'm a Coke Zero.
From time to time. Yeah. I'm a Diet Dr. Pepper girly more than anything else.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. Yeah. I'm a Diet Coke from time to time.
I'm sorry, but like, you know what I've been into my whole life, but especially over the last year, is like the Mexican Coke in the glass bottle.
No, you can't go wrong there.
That shit is so fucking good.
Honestly, Topo Chico is kind of like outranked all sodas for me because it's got the amount of bubbles that I want.
Yes.
From any soda. And I'm just like, this is all I want are bubbles, actually.
Exactly. And that's why I just switched over to sparkling water, and I get obsessed with different flavors, and then I feel like I have my obsession flavors, and I'll only drink that for about 6 weeks, and then I'll switch to another one. And it's just fixations. I don't know if you guys have cyclical fixations or not, but I certainly do.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. How do you know that you're alive if you're not fixated on at least a few things? Exactly.
And then
gotta put this energy somewhere.
The nice thing about sparkling water is it hurts a little bit. Like it does feel like you're punishing yourself, which is kind of nice. Like it gets
you want to feel something.
Yeah. We need to feel. It's like I think about how many years I spent escaping into the bottom of bottles, and now it's like, no, I need to be feeling the pain of a sparkling water,
Yeah. My presence is a present.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Exactly.
Okay, since we all like sparkling water, can we agree on this though? These waters hydrate you. Pellegrino, Perrier, and Topo Chico to a certain extent. La Croix makes you thirstier. There is something in La Croix that actually suckles the moisture out of your body. And when you have finished one, it is as though you have drinking sand in your guts.
I would say that for Topo Chico for me, just because it's so bubbly. Like I don't feel like I drank water.
Okay.
I get that.
I need a LaCroix to be like cold though. I need it to
be. Does it
I'll
hydrate you?
If it's really cold, yes. Yeah. I like throw it in the freezer for a little bit,
Yeah. That crisp on it.
I like it right before it freezes. That's ideal. Yeah.
I also really use sparkling water because I have looked into if it like changes your hydration because so many people have given me shit for loving sparkling water and to see if it and I've looked it up and it does hydrate you. The issue is that it does also fill you up more than regular water, which I use those properties for good rather than for evil. So in my brain, it's like, no, that's nice because then even if it's not true, I've read it on the internet and I've decided that it fills me up. So if I'm like worried about like, oh, I don't want to eat too much, I'm gonna have a sparkling water. I don't know if it actually does anything, but say that to this.
Well, you think it does, so yeah.
Yeah.
Again, we are millennials with millennial eating disorders.
Yeah. Yes.
Like we learned that you burn calories cutting with a knife.
Yes.
So
two bowls of Special K and a sensible dinner. Yes.
Exactly. Oh yeah. And it's not like the SnackWells, devil's food cookies. I don't know if you guys grew up on those.
That was
we've talked SnackWells many times.
Yeah. Yes, SnackWells are
we need to do a SnackWells taste test. We gotta get them.
You can't find them, they're gone.
They totally gone?
They're gone.
Somebody has some old ones somewhere. Not that I want to eat those.
I bet they still taste fine.
They probably taste the same. Yeah.
I mean, look on
they're
eBay.
made of sawdust. Yeah, so I imagine they haven't aged at all.
No. I mean, okay, those were good though. Like the devil
Amazon. I see some on Amazon.
Whoa, maybe you
SnackWells devil foods cookie. Yeah.
Does it have the same kind of like chemical taste? Like it's like, does it have that?
That's
what you're looking for. We also grew up with, which is insane. I imagine a lot of us had parents that had really bad diet ideas.
Yeah, of course.
And my mom always used Molly McButter. Did you guys ever fuck with Molly McButter?
Absolutely.
It was like margarine?
Was it?
Or no, was it spray?
Powdered butter.
Oh, we didn't do powdered butter.
It had no calories. So my mom was like,
God,
it tastes like butter. And yeah, if you put on a bunch, but I remember being like 8, because also like we were raised with like food is love, and if you don't eat at least 2 plates, like you don't love me enough. But don't worry, I've been undoing that trauma for many years in therapy. But she always would like give us these huge mashed baked potatoes, and I would pour like half of a container of Molly butter to the point that it was like gritting in my teeth because I wanted it so buttery, and it was just so I think it was actual like counter cleaner that was in it, and
right.
They'll sell it, and I don't know why or how.
Some of those things have made it through still,
No, they're still out there in these streets.
That's a moment you reach in your maturity when you're like, honestly, I would just rather not eat.
Right?
Like, I would rather not eat than eat Molly McButter.
Or I'd rather eat a plain baked potato. Obviously, I'd like regular butter on it, but I'd rather just have the baked potato.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like we put this on popcorn a lot growing up.
Yeah, it does sound
familiar. It's looking familiar now that I'm looking at it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That bitch.
On eBay, there is a SnackWells shirt that you can get that just says "Step into shape" 20 times down the side of it. SnackWells at the top.
Keep going. You're not in shape yet. Let's just imagine
keep going.
No, someday I'm going to catalog all the stupid fucking ways that capitalism has convinced me I'm going to lose weight, just so many dumb things. I threw away little strips that if you put one on your tongue, it makes sweet things taste bad. I bought it years ago and I just found it today and I'm like, God, I still have shit everywhere. It's
fucked up.
Yeah.
Wait, do those work?
I don't know. I think I tried them. Maybe they do, but the thing is, like, when are you gonna do it? You're gonna eat something sweet on purpose so it tastes bad? Like, it doesn't make sense.
No, it's too stupid. It's like a condom for your tongue.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense at all.
That's ridiculous. But also, I kind of want to buy this shirt.
I know it's like,
wow, this shirt is amazing.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I was like, damn SnackWells, you're still getting my money. Oh, you can get SnackWells golf balls.
Whoa! See, at least that's encouraging movement. Like at least that is like a positive thing.
Wait, what is this? This is a SnackWells Passion for Country Music cassette from Walmart. Hold on.
Oh,
wow.
Sorry to just be dropping things in the chat at you guys, but it's sealed from 1998. George Strait, Brooks and Dunn, Trace Adkins, Tanya Tucker.
Whoa.
Might be a good album, honestly.
Whoa.
This is hilarious.
Oh my God,
man.
this cover is so funny.
Only
What a
$7.
fucking 90s moment. Yeah. Well, everybody, hey, thanks for listening to the podcast. Go look up SnackWells on eBay.
Yeah.
There's a real treasure trove going on there. If you just want to like try to take back your disordered 90s eating.
Hell yeah.
Jackie, thanks so much for hanging out with us. It's been so much fun.
This has been great. Thank you guys so much for having me. I
Hell
love
yeah.
chatting and just bullshitting and screaming. Love you guys. This is great.
Aw, thank you. Where can everybody find you on the internet?
Oh, you can come find me on Instagram at Jack That Worm, and you can check out me on Spotify. Check out page 7 over on the Last Podcast Network, and I also do a show that is an LPN deep dives into the world of romantasy. We're now currently doing the books series Crescent City, and I also started a new show recently called Who's the Bitch, where we give advice, and that is me and Kara Clank from
yes,
Messed Up podcast. So we've got some crossovers here. So come check that out over on the Last Podcast Network.
Hell yeah! Do you have any new good puds coming in anytime soon?
Oh man, well we just got back from space, and that was difficult, but soon there will be a weed special coming out for Good Pud. And also, if this comes out before May 1st, go to twitch.tv/LPNTV for the LPN Funhouse, which is the diabolical 4-hour-long game show that I created with one of my creative partners. And it's horrific, and you might puke while watching it, and it is on my brother's birthday, so that'll be on May 1st.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Love to see it.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.